Hey guys, this is North back again with another video. I'm coming to you today with a quick unboxing and reviewing of my #1 wishlist pickup of the year, which is from the house of Jacques, and this one is Merveilleuse. So this is the box presentation. It's pretty simple, but it does come in like a weighty cardboard box. So let's go ahead and get it open. Here's the box presentation. Comes with these stickers on the bottom, and that tells you the name of the fragrance, because before I ordered it, usually they're down here, they just stuck them on the back. So I just noticed that with their fragrances, there isn't a lot of like branding on it and naming, so I was just making sure that I got the right one. This is the Extrait de Parfum. This fragrance only comes in Extrait de Parfum in a 75 ml, and then the Pure Parfum, which either comes in a 30 ml or 15 ml. And so in here, you open it up, and then you have another box inside. Someone mentioned in my last video that they didn't care for their presentation. I'm not really big on presentation like that. But for the price, I could see exactly what they're saying. But it seems like the Arab brands, they're really big on that. There's nothing on the bottom here, and inside you will find the fragrance. Now, this is it. This is a 75 ml. I've wore quite a bit of it already. Just getting to know it. You know, while I was in the States, picking it up, spraying it a lot. But the story behind this is that when I was in Dubai, you know, I was in the Dubai Mall, and they had this section, which is pretty much, I would consider it like the expensive part. Even here in Kuwait, at the avenues, they have an expensive part, which has all these designer labels, Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Prada, so on and so forth. But this one had all of the fragrance brands up there. They had boutiques for everybody: Dior, Guerlain, Roja. I got to smell Rojas I would never be able to smell. Onto Montals and Dior, if I haven't mentioned. But everybody, you know, everything was represented there. Spirit of Dubai, Acqua di Parma, etc. But I went into to Henry Jacques, and not expecting anything, because they had everything lined up. And you know, the staff was really nice. They asked me, you know, did I want to try something, and I just said I wanted to try Chypre, and this was what he first gave me. I believe there may be 2 or 3, but it's called Merveilleuse again. And here they have the labeling of Merveilleuse right here. And when I first smelt it, I was just sort of blown away by it. And then he told me the price, and I was like, oh, here we go. But that was the first one I smelled. I think I might have smelled a couple others while I was there throughout the week, but this was the one that really spoke to me. And Merveilleuse is French for wonderful. I thought it was marvelous, but it's French for wonderful. And with the presentation, what you get is this little dabber inside, so you can put it on like that. Also, in the packaging, they give you the atomizer, which I will probably use. But the presentation without the atomizer, I think, is just a lot better. I wish that this was part of the atomizer, but they give you the atomizer with it. It comes in this. Now, since I knew I wasn't going to be able to afford to get it when I was in Dubai, I was contemplating where to get it from. So I was calling Qatar, I was calling Dubai, asking how much the shipping was to have it shipped to Kuwait. But they were in Dubai, they charge you sales tax, and to get your sales tax back, you have to go to the airport while you're leaving out, and you know, show them your receipts. I don't know, when I left, I ended up forgetting. So that's like one thing that you have to remind yourself to do. So when I was in the States, or even before, I called the Beverly Hills location. There's only one in the US. I believe it's only in Beverly Hills. I could be wrong. If there's one in New York, let me know. But I spoke with one of the sales associates, told me the price. It was $7.55, which per milliliter is still less expensive than the Dawn by Frederick Mall and the Night. So That's just a side note, you know, me thinking about things when I was going to purchase it. But what they were able to do is they were able to take off the sales tax and also ship it for free. So Qatar and Dubai, they were just, you know, just saying all these nonsense, throwing out these ridiculous numbers for shipping and saying, oh, if you have a friend, then come pick it up. You know, like people have friends all around the world like that. But so that was cool. So that was an incentive enough for when I came back to go ahead and buy it. Now let's go ahead and get into the scent. So Merveilleuse, the HJ, was released in 2010. It is here marketed as a women's fragrance, and it's a cheaper floral. This one has ylang ylang, coriander, bergamot, opopanax, rose, jasmine, patchouli, clove, and vetiver. Now with this particular scent, I never really got much of the each individual note that sticks out. It's just really blended really well into sort of like this one cheaper accord. It reminded me of sort of how I felt when I tried and wore a cheaper Palatine, but they do not smell similar. They're just sort of in this oriental cheaper floral style. It just has this sweetness to it. It doesn't smell very floral. I mean, even ylang ylang has a sweetness to it. Some people have even mentioned it smells sort of like bananas or something like that. I don't get much spiciness from clove or anything like that, but it does have like a slight resonance to it with the mixed with the sweetness of the bergamot and the ylang ylang that just makes it a beautiful scent. As far as the way fragrances are going now and things that are marketed towards men, I kind of find it completely unisex, of course, but I could see why men might want to wear this a little bit more. It's not a masculine scent, but it's not super feminine either. So it was a surprise to me when I even saw it, because they have fragrances that are targeted as unisex, as well as some that are targeted men and some are targeted as women. You don't see a lot of reviews online for Henry Jacques. Reason being, I assume, is because of the price point. Now, I went with the Extrait de Parfum because I wanted to have it for a long time, and the price is $7.55, and the 15 ml Pure Parfum was the same price. Now, had the 30 ml been the same price, then I probably would have gotten the 30 ml, because I have 30 ml of like Mitsuko Parfum, and the Chanel's only come in 15 ml, the Pure Parfums, but the price is significantly less than this. But I would have gone with that, so I went with the Extrait de Parfum. For me, on paper, probably, which would translate to being on clothes, it would probably last forever and probably would project more, but I don't spray on my clothes. On skin though, it doesn't last as long. I'd say you'd probably get maybe a good 4 hours of projection on it, and it would probably last throughout the day on until like 8 hours. But it's not a huge projection on it because of the high oil concentration and not as much alcohol in it. But it's a beautiful scent. It's one that I absolutely had to have. I consider it to be like a 10 out of 10. It's giving Cheaper Palatine a run for its money. But for the price, I'd have to go ahead and return back to Cheaper Palatine. I sprayed it on recently the other day, and I was like, wow, this Merveilleuse, like I said, it might overtake Cheaper Palatine. I don't know. I have to wear it a little bit more, because Cheaper Palatine is one of my all-time favorite scents. But this one is just blended well, and the quality is there. As far as the price point, it leaves some to be desired, because it is quite expensive, and I'm not really looking to spend another $700 some odd on another one fragrance. I mean, if it's that good, then then anything's worth what you pay for it. And if it's something I want, I'll try to find a way to see how I can get it, whether it be saving up or whether it be selling bottles, which is what I did for this one. I ended up selling a bunch of bottles to go ahead and get under 100, and I went on ahead and immediately purchased this because I felt like it was worth it. I'd rather have this one fragrance than the 10 that I sold. But that's it, guys. Are you a fan of Henry Jacques? As I said, I don't see a lot of reviews online for it, again, because I believe it's probably due to the price point and also the availability of the fragrances. There aren't that many boutiques in the world They're in like these major expensive cities. I believe there may be one in Malaysia as well. So if I go there, I may check it out, but it'd probably be best for me to stay out of there so I don't smell something else that I like. But have you tried Merveilleuse? Please let me know in the comment. I think I only saw one review of it online, and I can't even find it again. But most of them you'll find like the blue vanillas and things like that. So just let me know in the comments, have you tried this one? What else do you like from the brand? I know blue vanilla is pretty popular, and then there's another one I can't think of at the moment that's quite popular as well, but they seem to have a ton of fragrances. So please let me know what else is good that you may like. These are my thoughts on the fragrance. Again, this is my #1 pickup of the year. This is the one I wanted the most, and right now I'm just gonna chill back and enjoy what I have. So again, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you on the next one, guys. Peace.